No messages for you, Commander.
I was just thinking about you. Joker and Edie are like an old married couple. I keep expecting to walk in on them bickering about the temperature in the cockpit. Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer. This one security guy keeps staring at me. I think his name is Bert. I'm used to being watched by security, but they're usually staring at my eyes or watching my hands. I might have to start cloaking through the CIC from now on. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about. That's my favorite piece, painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an ID as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never...
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental. I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last. That painting has a special place in my heart. An art collector hired me to steal it. When I got there, the painting was gone. On the way out...
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Right, Garrus, give us something new.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have the Cerberus crewmen given you any trouble?
I think being part of the team that took down Saren got me some points. Everyone I talked to was polite anyway. Don't worry, Commander. We're all working together.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
The weapons upgrades have gone in beautifully. This thing packs a hell of a punch. It just might give us a chance against the Collectors.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
What's this area of the ship?
The gunnery control station. The ship's batteries are controlled from here. The Combat Information Center operators send targeting information here. The CIC decides who to shoot. Gunnery control decides how to shoot.
How can I help you, Commander?
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these Collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Do you have everything you need?
Absolutely. Since you set up my kitchen with proper supplies, thanks again.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the Ezo rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the Ezo rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
No messages for you, Commander.
Oh, we've been dropped to Sol already. Earth. Well, nothing to do here anyway. Pilot's Nebula. Bahrain, Hades Nexus, Nubian Expand. Crescent Nebula. Now where is it? What? I thought that there's yet another planet here. Oh well. Strange. I got the readings that this planet wasn't explored. Dead end. What's this planet? Nepima. Tightly locked to the star Zelen, Nepima has the expected hot pole and cold pole. Along the terminator is a thin band of nearly habitable terrain. Unfortunately, the local biosphere is based on a chlorinated oxygen atmosphere. Not sophisticated, but it has proven highly dangerous. The Asari surveyor Varalas landed on Nepima in 1684 to study the local ecology. Unbeknownst to the crew, a handful of native chlorine-fixing microbes passed through biohazard screening and entered the ship. The Varalas returned to the port of Nos Parnalo on Ilium, where the Nepiman microbes escaped into a temperate environment with plentiful unused chlorine. The microbes devoured the chlorides in the earth as metabolic byproducts. They produced toxic polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs. By the time the infestation was contained, an area of nearly 30 square kilometers had been effectively turned into a toxic waste dump. Nos Parnalo had to be abandoned, accelerating the development of Nos Astra. Orbital distance 0.8 astronomical units, orbital period 0.8 Earth years, radius 4,456 kilometers, day length 40.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.55 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 32 Celsius, surface gravity 0.57 G. Now let's do some exploration. Here. It's rich. I don't see it's rich. Level 4 of any deposit isn't rich to me. Something like that is rich.
Launching probe.
This is supposed to.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Well, let's explore now.
Anomaly detected.
Helime. Helime is a post-garden world that once enjoyed an Earth-like oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere that is still blessed with plentiful water but a generally cold climate and extreme seasonal shifts, courtesy of 38-degree axial tilt. Helime is thought to be the homeworld of the Arthan, a spacefaring species which disappeared approximately 300,000 years ago. Precisely what happened to Helime is still under debate. It appears a global extinction occurred, wiping out all native animal life forms more complex than zooplankton. Plant forms were not affected, but the lack of oxygen-breathing life caused oxygenation of the atmosphere. Plant life was reduced after lightning storms ignited global wildfires. The leading theory for Helime's devastation is an out-of-control biological weapon. For this reason, landing is strictly prohibited. The corporations of Ilium have in place a network of quarantine satellites to dissuade would-be looters from landing in the crumbling cities. Orbital distance 1.2 astronomical units, orbital period 1.5 Earth years, radius 5,522 kilometers, day length 44.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.84 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 15 Celsius, surface gravity 0.87 G.
Found something.
Anomaly detected. Mercenary activity detected inside a mining facility on planet's surface. Facility confirmed registration to Elfell Ashland Energy Corporation. Eclipse presence confirmed. Distress beacon powered down at site. Sensors detect multiple spacefaring vessel launches from facility. My old crew, let's go. Cargo computer. Shipping log. Cargo ship Ter Allen docked and received a large shipment of resources en route to a facility in the Dronic system. Ter Allen requested escort for the shipment, claiming pirate activity along the route. Investigate the Eclipse presence in the mining facility on planet Helime. Looks like it's working. 2000 Palladium. Alert, we're under mercenary attack. Escort civilians to crew quarters, then return to work area to protect the main computer at all costs. Oh, this one is explosive. Power cells. Mainframe. We can hack it. Location of the last report from Tar Island encrypted. Let's decrypt it.
I'll tear you apart! You're dead.
No, you. Decryption complete. The planet looks nice. Medkit, yeah, 100 credits will suffice. Decrypted data. The decrypted data is incomplete. Further details are required to trace the Tar Island's location. The data has been sent to Cerberus for further analysis. What now? There... Ah, alright. What language is there? Right, let's see if we can proceed to this shuttle. Whew. Recovered data referring to the Terror Island's location, more decryption needed.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Thanks, Callie. Alright, it seems that Bro's not coming. So I thank everyone for watching. Hope that you enjoyed as much as I did. Wish you good evening, and until next time, everyone. Bye!